Well, howdy everybody. How's everybody doing today on the YouTubes? This is your friendly neighborhood Chef Shatry coming at you. Well, if everybody knows, I've been working on this 2004 Dodge 1-ton dually and doing rear brakes on it. As you can see, it's all jacked up in the back there. And I thought maybe I'd do this video and show kind of the process of going through of replacing one of these rotors on the back of these things. So I got the rotor off. Got it up on the porch. I'm working on the front porch because I can't get to the bench in the garage. Can't even get in the garage, really. I got a path through the garage, that's about it. Just so I can get some tools out. But let's get to this rotor and hub assembly and get it tore apart, and I'll show you what's going on with it. So, right there, you guys know, that's the rotor and hub assembly for these backs of these trucks. So, yeah, I'm going to take this thing and flip her over real quick. And as you can see here, here's my workbench I got rigged up here now. Luckily, I have a picnic table here. And this is my workbench for right now. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So, let's get this thing flipped over. Okay, as you can see here, we got the back side of this rotor and hub assembly. You can see there's 8 bolts down in there that you got to take out. So, let's see if the old save them can break these loose down in here. So let's see what this does. You know. Hey, the Steven might not get these. Whoa. These are only supposed to be 95 foot-pounds. Nope, not gonna do it, guys. Well, guess what? We'll have to get up to the Craftsman. Alright, this is time for the Craftsman to shine. Looky there. I'll tell you what, this Craftsman has done me just fine with this heavy work. As you can see, it's working just fine. I don't need no stinking Milwaukee. And I don't understand why, you know, I just don't get it anymore, guys. Everybody's got to have the best of the best of the best. Pay the big money to get the shit, and you can spend a little bit of money and do just the same work. I don't, whatever. It is what it is, guys. But anyways, Craftsman, got the bolts out. So we take these bolts out here, get them out, and this separates the rotor from the hub. You know, let me get these more loose. Yeah. There we go. Get these all out. This separates like so. Then you're just left with the hub. Got that out. Now take this seal out. There's a seal right here that you got to remove. All I basically do is I'm going to take a pry bar. I'll take a long pry bar, put it in there, and pop it right out. And I'm using my cheap, hyper tough Walmart USA made pry bar. Just take the pry bar and give her a hit. I gotta hold it on to it, but anyways, that's the way it goes. And as you can see, I just held on it with hand. I put my hand down here and popped it out with the pry bar. No big deal, easy peasy. And then you can see the bearing down in there. I'll get the bearing out. I'm gonna get this thing cleaned up, and then I need to put the races in it. So I'll do that, get this cleaned up, and I'll get back with you guys later. Okay, so I got this thing cleaned up a little bit, and I want to show you guys this real quick. Look at that race. See how bad that race is right there? It is really bad. So it needs to be replaced. So to get this race out of here, I got a brass punch here. Brass punch, there's a lip on the back side of it you can get to. and hammer it out. So that's basically what I'm going to do here right now. Get this thing out of here. So there we go. Got that race out. As you can see, it is pretty bad shape. Sure don't want to put a new bearing in on that thing. That's for dang sure. We get a little bit of a focus. Yeah. Put it down here so we can maybe possibly see it. There you go. There we can see it. But yeah, that's pretty bad shape. So I got it out. Now I don't have no other way of putting these back in, so I'm gonna have to go to my buddy's shop and use his tools. My dad used to have some tools, but I don't have any idea where his stuff's at anymore. I know he used to do the stuff. I just don't know where the stuff's at anymore, so I'm just gonna go to my buddy's shop and press it in over there. So I'm gonna have to leave this at home here on a charger while this thing's paused, and I'll get back with you guys later. Okay guys, I'm back. I got the races put in this thing, and I'm cleaning up everything. I was trying to get brake cleaner and clean the inside of this out and tap the holes out and stuff like that, and clean the bolts. I cannot make this up, guys. Literally, I cannot make this shit up. But anyways, I was cleaning the bolts up for this, and if you look at there. There's an oddball here. Where'd he come from? I've got the right ones here, and then I got one oddball one here. They put a different bolt in this side too. Well, come look and look. I wonder if I got my tray with my bolts in it. Got my tray and looked. Well, looky there, guys. There's the bolt. There's that bolt. So they must have lost one of these bolts here. Took one of these bolts and put in this thing. These go on the axle tube on the outside. That's where these bolts go. And they replaced it with this bolt here when they got it all put together. That's the bolt that came out of there. So you got 8 here, 8 here. They put one here into that and then had to replace this one. You just literally cannot make this stuff up, people. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. So I need to go get another bolt for this thing. And yeah, so I can get this thing put together. So that's where I'm at with it. I got the races put in this thing and getting things cleaned up so I can put it together. So I gotta go get another bolt. Okay, I'm back. I got the new bolt. There's a new bolt I'm gonna put in it. I'm going to put the bearing in here now, and I want to put the bearing in. I'm going to put a little light coat of grease on just the bearings on the outside. Don't have to pack these bearings because the oil from the differential, the gear oil, lubes these bearings. But since I'm putting new bearings in it, and before, put some any pressure on it, I at least want to put a little bit of grease on it. I'm just going to put a thin coat across here, just so they have a little bit of lube on them to get them started. So that's what I'm going to do. Get this lubed up here real quick and get this thing put together. Okay, and I got a little bit of grease in there. So it runs good. I have a little bit of lubrication to it, so get started before the rear end grease gets to it. Now time for the seal. I'm going to put the seal on. I don't have a seal driver for this size of a seal, so I'm just going to do the old school way, old school method. I'm going to take myself a 2x4 and lay it right across the top here, and I'm going to hit her and drive her in. So get that done. There we go. Got the seal drove in there, nice and flat. It's in. Now it's time to get the new rotor and get it put on and get it assembled here. Okay, there's the rotor on it. Got more working room out here. Now I'm going to tighten these bolts down, and I'm just going to use my old save them. So yeah, get these bolts run down here real quick. So yeah, I'm not gonna tighten them, just run them down, because you want to torque these down. So now you're gonna ask me, well, Mr. Chef Shade Tree, how are you gonna torque these down? These things need to be torqued down to 95 foot-pounds. Well, guys, Are you gonna man muscle it, or get it put in a vise, or what? What are we gonna do here? How are we gonna torque this thing down to 95 foot-pounds? That's a lot of mass there to be a holding and trying to do. Well, guys, I got a simple solution to this, and it's very simple. I'll show you. You grab one of the old wheels and you stick it into one of the old wheels, and there you got a landing pad there to hold your rotor and hub assembly, so you can tighten and torque these things down. So that's what I'm going to do. And there we go, got them torqued down, and I don't use a high dollar snap-on. I've got my old Craftsman here. It's just my old made in USA Craftsman. It's been done me just fine over the years. So yeah, got these torqued down. Now I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to get the outer bearing greased up and get it ready to put it on the hub over here. Oh, and I forgot, before I flip this thing over, I'm going to put a little grease on this seal so it'll slide on a little bit easier. Just a little bit of grease will help it, so I'll do that real quick before I flip it over. So there you see, I have this thing all cleaned up, ready to go on. I got the bearings greased, and there it is all put together. So now all I gotta do is manhandle this thing onto there and get the nut started. It's not too bad, so the grease will help pull the bearings in a little bit. Won't have too much trouble getting it on, just the weight of it. I don't know how much this thing weighs, but it's not light. So get this thing manhandled on here. Okay, got it on. Now I gotta take this thing, I gotta put this nut here, 22 foot-pounds. You wanna put it to 22 foot-pounds. Let me get my wrench adjusted. Okay, I got my Tecton 3/8 drive torque wrench. I'm going to torque it down to 22 foot-pounds. That's what they want. Well, I can't use both hands. Hold on. Okay, torqued it down to 22 foot-pounds. You see where this is at? All you got to do is back it off just enough to get this cotter. It's not a cotter pin, but it's yeah, one of them things. Slide that back in there and put the clip back in it, and it'll be done and put together. So that's where I'm at, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I want to get these, at least get these calipers hung on tonight. I am beat. It is too dang stinking hot here, and I'm done with the heat. I hate it. I absolutely hate the humidity. But that's where I'm at, guys. I'm wore out. So hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for always watching.